Okay, let me show you how to work with this facial rig. The example on 3D Studio Max for this week used morph targets, and you could use the same technique in Maya. This one, on the contrary, uses a lot of controls, which is a different technique that you can use to rig a face and do the animation for it. This is a very complex rig, so let me show you how to do, blink and raise the eyebrows and make a smile, okay? And those are things that happen pretty fast. And if you look at the whole video, the tutorial, the lesson is very complex, goes very in detail, which is great to learn how a realistic movement can be achieved. And at the end, it's a beautiful animation that the lesson goes through. So how to make it simple enough to get started? Let's get started. Let's start with the controller. See, this is the control for the eyes. This is the control for the head. And this one is for the jaw. Okay, we're going to be using pretty much first the one for the eyes, which is this one here that looks like a double arrow. Double click on this part over here, and you're going to find the upper lid, left upper lid attribute, and let's see what happens when you type 1. It's very subtle, so let's type 10. If you notice the eyelid goes up, so which means that if we want to close it, we need to go in the opposite direction, which is -10. So let's try -10, and as you can see, the eyelid goes down. Okay, the attribute right next underneath that one is the bottom eyelid, so you can see that it kind of creates a little bit of a squint. First of all, let's set it to 0. Okay. And let's set our first keyframe on 0. So I press S. Make sure you hit enter. And now we press S, and when we do that, we get all these attributes highlighted in red, which means that we have successfully created our first keyframe. So now we're going to move, let's say, to frame 3, just to create a quick blink over there to start with. Now let's keyframe the negative. Let's make it 20 to make it completely closed. And the lower eyelid, this one left lower lid, let's press 20, and we have a somewhat closed eye over there. You can refine it to a number that you feel happy with. For this example, I'm just gonna set the key right there at frame 3 by pressing S. And if we start, now we get a little bit of a wink. Okay. Let's do the same for the left eye, right? The initial key is already set. So let's go back to frame 3 and do the other eyelid. Okay, so -20, -20, and press enter. Now our character has both eyes closed. So let's press S, and now we have a quick blink. Okay, that's as simple as it gets. Then let's say in frame 6. This is going to be a quick blink, a very quick moment. So let's set them all back to 0. Upper eyelid on both sides and lower eyelid on both sides. Press enter, and now you see our character has both eyes open. And we press S to set that key on times 6. And let's see what happens. Blink and open. Okay, so that's how you create the blink on this exercise. Next, we're going to work on the lips to create a smile, and then we move to the eyebrows to create the surprise expression.